Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to introduce our very extensive digital archives. I am Deputy Director General of Japan Center for Asian Historical Records. Now I would like to refer it to JACAR or Center to make it easier. Now, what is JACAR? This is a fully digitized archive providing documents. Especially, I would like to emphasize that these digitized documents are original ones. Original means not in a physical paper form, but digitized, but original, first-hand documents. And why we are providing these documents is to contribute to historians, policymakers, based on these documents. Let me continue the purpose of our activities. Our center was established in November 2001. So this year we will celebrate 10th anniversary. Documents available, free of access, now over 20 million images. I think this is one of the biggest digital archives in the world. What's the content of this database? Japan's past relationship with various neighboring Asian countries and regions. So I think many of these participants here must be interested in the content of this database. Which period we are covering by this database? Beginning of the Meiji era to the end of the Pacific War, 1868 to 1945. Certainly, this is a very important period for all of us. Our biggest selling point of this database is open to everybody. Whoever, whenever, wherever, as long as you have a PC, you can have an access free of charge. This must be very surprising for our North American friends. Which are the sources of these documents? We have 3 national institutions providing their physical paper documents to our center to make them in a digital forms. We may use some microfiche or scanning, but our final product is digital. 3 institutions: National Archives of Japan, Diplomatic Record Office of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, National Institute for Defense Studies of the Ministry of Defense. So, National Archives of Japan is mainly to provide governmental documents. Diplomatic notes are from Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And Institute of National Defense Studies are military-related documents. our website are given in 4 languages, but naturally, almost all the documents are written in Japanese. Our resources are put mostly in the perfection of a Japanese website. Subject titles, keywords may be used to reach our desired documents. Sometimes a dictionary function would be helpful to reach our document. By this dictionary, you can use synonyms. Just an example, Sino-Japanese War, or Nichu Senso, or you put China incident, Shinajihen, to reach the documents related to these historical incidents. Unfortunately, Korean and Chinese languages are used only for the top page of our website. Fortunately, English website might be more helpful for you non-English, non-Japanese speakers. All titles are translated in English. Japanese version offers initial 300 words in digitized form. Initial 300 words of the original documents. But in English version, we cannot provide that service because translation of historical records is very difficult and sometimes very sensitive. Let me give you some examples related to China, Korea, Taiwan. First document is about Sun Yat-sen or Sun Wei. My pronunciation is okay? So this year is the 100-year anniversary of Xinhai Revolution. Actually, Sun Wei was graduated from high school in Honolulu. Did you know that? Yes. Yeah, oh good. And he visited Japan many times. And his activities were closely followed by the then Japanese authorities. This is an official letter sent by the governor of Kanagawa Prefecture to Minister of Foreign Affairs. Yes, his activities were followed closely, but there are many admirers in Japan of Mr. Sun Wei. The next document is about the memorial ceremony of Sun Yen held in Japan. This is a list of the participants in that memorial ceremony. These are the prominent people from political and business circle of Japan. The next document, perhaps some of you may recall the documents presented by our Taiwanese speaker a few minutes ago. This is the report, a study about Taiwan and Korea. As you know, Japan ruled these two countries, and we have quite comprehensive studies about the people in this region. The next page, which might be interesting for some of you from an anthropological viewpoint, the local aborigines used different types of logos, of emblems, of patterns. This documents record might be very interesting from cultural diversity viewpoint of today. Let me introduce another document related to Korea. This is a brochure about Korea which outlines its history, geography, and culture with plenty of pictures. One of the examples is the one dated 1942. Clockwise on your right hand, upper one is our military officer is cultivating the field. Well, this is 1942 document. You may assume that this is to mobilize the resources for the war purpose. Well, our JACAR's purpose is not to interpret or assume the content of the document. Our task is make the existing documents open to public, and interpretation or assumption of these documents are at the hand of historians or academics. Well, these are a small, very brief presentation of some examples, and let me see what we are trying now. We are trying to improve our database, both from qualitative and quantitative viewpoints. We're trying to expand our database, and so that's our database is more user-friendly. Just for your information, let me give you the number of access from all over the world to our database. Please pay attention to yellow and purple bars. Yellow is a Chinese access, and purple is Korean access, well, Korean version and Chinese version's access. And we can see there's a solid core users, both in Chinese and the Koreans. And I think you librarians, one of the important role of librarians is to help researchers and academics to reach an appropriate document. And if at your library, if you help, if you introduce our database to your customers, mainly researchers and academics, the existence of a JACAR database, then I hope, after my presentation today, I hope the access in Chinese and Korean will increase. Thanks to your efforts. Just briefly, let me put our website, besides our website, and also one important news. Tomorrow at 2:45, within the framework of AAS, there are 4 university professors who will make a presentation how useful JACAR's database are. They use our database to make their research. 3 Japanese academics and 1 purely American researcher who learned Japanese fully and used a very difficult Japanese document to use in his research about Taiwan. So please come to our panel tomorrow. Thank you.